You know, more criticism than any VP I've seen in recent memory. But there's nothing you've done on your worst day as VP that compares to, you know, Mike Pence's worst day as VP. But you seem to get crucified for every little thing in the media. Why do you think that is?
Well, I appreciate you asking the question, but let me just tell you something. My focus is going to, I can't tell you how many places from Chicago to Charlotte to Detroit where fathers and mothers bring their little girls and little boys up to me and they say, I want to meet Kamala Harris. And then the parent shows me on their phone a picture of their child watching the TV when I was sworn in. Right? That's what I focus on in terms of my motivation and my inspiration and verification of the importance of being here and getting this work done. And that's where I focus.
Do you think the criticism comes from you being a black woman, a woman of color?
I think that you know, there is definitely healthy discussion that I will leave others to have about that, but I'm going to be focused on the work and I will not be distracted.
It's okay to say yes. We see it. It's okay. I want to know who's the real president of this country. Is it Joe Biden or Joe Manchin?
I'm sorry. I interrupted. I don't think the vice president can hear you. It's Simone. I'm so sorry, Charlamagne. We have to wrap.
She can hear me.
You can hear me? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, Madam Vice President?
So I'm sorry. We got to wrap.
Oh.
So I'm sorry to interrupt.
They're acting like they can't hear me. Y'all see that?
I can hear you.
Oh, so who's the
I
real?
can hear you.
So who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President?
Come on, Charlamagne.
Come
on. It's Joe Biden.
I can't tell sometimes.
No. It's Joe Biden. And don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's president.
Do you think Joe Manchin is a problem?
It's Joe Biden. And I'm.
What's good, YouTube? On tonight's episode of The God Honest Truth, that Charlamagne Tha God show on YouTube, he had VP Kamala Harris on there, and he asked her a few questions about how does she feel about the scrutiny she receives as a VP, and does she think that it is basically because she's a woman of color. She dodged around the question, you know, didn't want to step on too many toes, but Charlamagne then said, you know, it's fine if you feel that way. If you do feel that way, then, you know, it's a safe place. And then he asked another question about who's the real president. Is it Joe Biden or the other Joe? And at first the assistant said that they couldn't hear. So Charlamagne appeared to get a little upset. Said, "Oh, they're acting like they can't hear me." So Kamala then goes on to say, "I can hear you." So he asked her the question, and it automatically triggers her. She tells him, "Don't act like a Republican. Joe Biden is the president," and there's a whole slew of other things. But from her reaction to that question, especially when she was so mild-mannered through the rest of the interview, it just goes to show you that they hit a nerve, which he shouldn't have hit, because, you know, people always say the only thing that, you know, really affects you is the truth. So a lot of people feel that Joe Biden is not really the president and Kamala Harris is not really the vice president, and then I'm not saying there's some truth to it, but when you can stand in the way of, you know, progress, especially when you guys are supposed to be on the same side of the fence when it comes to the party lines, then it goes to show you that, you know, your party is really divided, you know. So, I don't know. Do I feel she overreacted to the question? Yeah, but